It's just so nice to lay here with you. You're so warm, you know that? I just love these nice cuddles with you. I can hear your heartbeat too. It's such a nice, slow tempo, but it's still kind of strong. I could just listen to it for forever, really. Do you ever think about how everything has music? Like, just the sounds the world makes is a song in its own right. The way that the cars go by, hearing the wind brush past the trees, hearing the symphony of people talking that come together, the birds as they chirp, the footsteps of busy people, the laughter. It's just the little things that you hear in everyday life. It may be noise to most, and it still is to me, but it still comes together to create something beautiful, I think, at the very least. Sorry if that doesn't make much sense. It's just the way I kind of look at the world and people in general. Music is a lot easier to understand, in my opinion. I suppose music has a point to being there and listened to, even if that reason is weird and incomprehensible at times, or there is even no reason at all. Still, it's something that people put their hearts and whole being into. Maybe that's why it's a lot easier to understand now that I think about it. There's so much more to grasp compared to just words, gestures, and the like on their own. And there's a purpose for it. It's meant to give off some emotion, whether that be a funny emotion like humor or something more serious like love. It can go anywhere, really, with music. It just has to be conveyed in there. And that's why I ask people what music they like, because I can see how they feel, because every song that I learn from them, it gives me more of an idea of who they are. Because the music that we listen to always reflects a big part of us, whether that be how we feel or just what we need. Because for myself, when I listen to music, it usually reflects how I feel. When I'm sad, I've always turned to that music that comforts me, or it makes me a bit more sad at times. Or when I get really nervous, or when I need to do something I really just need to do, I always listen to songs that give me a bit more energy, give me that sense of adrenaline. It's just easier to express and feel with music. I guess that's why I try to see what kind of music people are. Not what they listen to, but just what kind of song they would be. I usually keep it to orchestral stuff because if I went into any genre, it would be way too confusing for myself. You want some examples? Okay. You know Kevin. You know how he is so much of a rat, always being a pest, but I still love him nonetheless. I imagine him as a song that slowly builds up in tempo, kind of like how a rat would slowly gain speed as it needs to run away from something. I think the song would be full of either strings or brass. It would feel chaotic, but it would make sense at the same time. It would somehow work together, even though it seems like it wouldn't. Another example is Justin. I definitely would see him more as a song with piano and maybe strings or cello specifically. It'd be a slower song, more methodic, more thoughtful, would have sort of a melancholic feel, but feel powerful nonetheless. It's the kind of song that you just listen to in the middle of the night while looking at the moon. The one that kind of just resonates with those late night talks. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know how I started thinking of people like this. I guess I started it for fun, but then I realized it made it easier for me to understand how I feel about people, how I see them. What kind of song are you? Well, yours is a lot more complex compared to everyone else because your song is always changing, but I love it nonetheless. Like right now, it's like a lullaby, gentle, maybe using the flute. I can't really tell what kind of instrument it would be. It's just kind of the one that calms yourself and you want to just stay with as you cuddle. Then there are other times, like when we go out on dates, the song feels akin to ballroom dancing, where I just want to stay in your arms and just have that moment stay between us as we dance. Those times, it's usually more strings. Think of the typical ballroom music you would hear from movies, shows, and the like. Though it definitely would have more violins, maybe French horn. I think that one would suit it the most. Or sometimes it's just your heartbeat, it's just your breath, just your laugh, even just hearing you talk. Just really any of the sounds that I hear you make when I'm with you. You know, your song is full of different tempos, instruments, feelings, but I love it so much. I love listening to it every day. I look forward to it when I wake up. That's what I look forward to when I'm with you. Well, other than you, of course. If sorry. It's just you're a song that comforts me, and you're a song that I love. To be honest, out of every single song I've heard, every type of music I've listened to, I don't think anything can really beat your song. I think you'll always be my favorite song, and I hope I'll get to hear it for as long as you'll let me. Now, let's just lay here for a bit and quiet and just listen to each other's heartbeats, to our breaths, and the world as it passes us by. Sound good? Good.